my channel. So today I want to finally answer this one question that I get asked all the time. People find out that I'm a freelance logo designer. So how much does a logo design should cost? And sometimes people even ask me, Olka, can you create me a logo for $10? Why not? It's just a simple, cute little picture. So everyone in general should know the actual meaning and the importance of a good logo. So today I want to share with you some of my few tips on how to get a good logo for a good price. So tip number one is know what you want. And I'm sure that it's the kind of like most obvious tip ever, and I'm sure most of you already know that a logo is basically you. It just shows what you're doing in your life. It's basically the first impression people get of your company. It's like your emblem, your style, your signature. So that is why I think that a good logo can basically change your life. Just try to think about it this way. Let's say you need to buy yourself a phone. So you can buy an iPhone or you can just buy a simple phone, and they both are working, but you really need to know what you want, because you really need to understand that it's the first impression people get of you when they see you with your phone. And maybe you just don't need that iPhone, maybe you just need that simple phone for your obvious reasons, but you really need to know what you want. Another example, let's say you need to buy yourself a pair of shoes. It's basically the same, so how much should it cost? It's kind of the same thing when you need a logo, so just try to think about it this way. And next time, hopefully, when you ask me the question, how much does a logo design should cost, I will answer you, it all depends on what kind of logo you want, and you will know what I mean, okay? But because it's all about the amount of work. Tip number 2, get to know the difference. So let's say you know what you want, so it's about time to find someone who will create a logo for you. Just think about it as like it's the same thing when you go shopping. Where should you go? So there are 3 most common options for you to get a logo. First, logo contest. Second, freelance designer. And the third, the design agency. So logo contest. Well, it's basically, there are lots of free resources. Well, in a word, you have the opportunity to say, I need a logo, please design several options for me, I will pick one and I will pay you if I like it. So it's kind of like a great opportunity for you, but at the same time there are lots of pros and cons about these logo contests, and basically designers have no guarantees of payment, and clients, you can basically also get unoriginal ideas or unexperienced designers. If you need a logo design, that there's possibility for you that you can get not exactly what you mean by a professional logo design, and you will notice the difference when you compare such logos from logo contests to professional logo designs. It's obviously your choice, but it's basically the cheapest way for you to get a logo design. I need a logo, please design one for me and I will pay you if I like it. So I don't recommend you to say this if you are dealing with a freelance designer, because he might send you for therapy. Freelance designers usually value their time. They know what they're doing, they have their own creative process, and you know, that is why they do not charge like $5 or $10. Well, as for me, for example, I'm a freelance logo designer as well. So my creative process consists of several steps though. So it consists of design brief, then research, then sketching, then drawing in Illustrator, then finding perfect fonts and colors, and then creating presentations in Photoshop, like of 3 or 4 logo options for the client. So do you believe that doing all that costs $10 or $5? Obviously not. And freelance designers, they usually know how to solve the problem. They know what makes a good logo. They find the right solution, they find the perfect story and present it to you. As for the price, I would recommend you to find out the price from the designer himself, like how much does his hour usually cost and how many hours will he spend into designing your logo. And the third option for you to get a logo is the design agency. And yeah, I think it's the most expensive option for you, but I will explain you the difference. For example, there is this great design agency in Russia called Artemy Lebedev Design Agency, and it's basically like it creates the same logos as, for example, some average freelance logo designer does. But the thing is that this design agency creates like 20 concepts for each logo option. So it's all about the amount of time, and it can take like from 1 month to several months to create a logo design. You usually get high quality options from the whole team of creative designers versus this one, let's say, maybe he's very talented freelancer and maybe he presents like great logo options, but he does not put that much time into designing the logo. And we all know when it comes to purpose of a good logo design, it's all about the time, it's all about the concept put into designing it. I would really recommend you to watch this video once again, specifically about, this step about understanding the difference between bad logo design and professional logo design. So you need to learn it once and you will have the great logo for the rest of your life. So it's worth it. Tip number 3, make the difference. This is the tip for all of you who know what they want and who understand the difference between good logo design and bad logo design. It's about time to make the difference, and I'm sure most of you already want to make the difference with the business that you are doing, or with whatever you are doing you need a logo for. I know I'm going deep here, but isn't it everything that we want? We want to make the change, we want to be different, and we want to, solve the problem and change other people's lives. So I'm sure that so does the freelancer and so does the design agency. We all want to create the logo that will be different, that will solve the problem, that will change other people's lives. So when you get the logo option, try to visualize the people that will use the product with the logo on it in like 5 years. How will they look like? Would they want to contact with this logo? Because we see today people that are, using their iPhones with the Apple logo on it, or we see people who are wearing Nike shoes and they are truly proud of it. And I agree that the reason behind it is the quality of the products, but I also think that the huge power is in logo as well. So that is why I think a good logo can basically change other people's lives. So when you get a logo option, try to feel, because only you can feel it, is this the logo that will change other people's lives? And because, the great logo should reflect not only the brand, not only your brand, but it also should reflect people everyday needs, and that is why it just can't be cheap. So this is all. This is my quick little how much does a logo design should cost from Clients Always Right series. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below what you think about it, and I'm gonna see you next week. Bye.